Good morning, students. Today we will take up the fifth query, which we were unfortunately not able to cover up in our last lecture. This is the fifth query from lab term work number 3 for DBMS. So, because of shortage of time, I couldn't cover this query. So, I am taking up this along with the next term work that I will take up after this. So the fifth query goes like this. Hope you are able to view it. It says, list the actor names, those who have acted only in movies of family category. So what is told is category of movies is family. Okay, so there are various categories that we have made: action, humor, family, horror. So in that, what is the category that they have told? It is a family category along with the movie title. So you have to also choose movie title, okay, and it is along with the list of actors, okay, sorry, along with the list of actors. So this is what is I am supposed to choose. So when you look at this, what we are expected to extract from the various tables that are we have to extract the actor name. So it's here. Actor name has to be chosen. So the actor names is definitely in the actors table. Then we have to choose the family category. That is definitely the family category is in the movies table. Then also it has been told that we have to extract the movie title. Okay, so that is also there in the movie table. So it looks very obvious that the two tables involved are going to be movie table and the actor table. Okay, so when we have this, so just let me show you the ER diagram, because every time you want to solve a query, it is expected that you go back to your ER diagram and your schema and have a look at it, because without that you really cannot guess as to how your query would work or how do you write the query. So I'm just putting it up for you. One second, it's just loading, it's giving the slideshow. Sorry, there's some problem here. Uh, okay, here it comes. So look at this. So this is the ER diagram. So if you can just see, the two tables involved are the movie table. Let me put a pointer for you. There's some problem here. Okay. Nevertheless, I'll just take you back to the query thing. Okay. Hope you are able to imagine that. Look at your ER diagram. Unfortunately, I am unable to put up the ER diagram here. Let me try again. Give me a second. Let me just try again. Okay, this is yes. So this is the ER diagram. Now if you can just see, the two tables involved are movie table and the actor table. Please visualize this. Uh, so movie table and the actor table has a relationship table in between, which has been named as has. But then in our database, within our database, when we were creating the table, Then we have named it as actor and actors in movies table. Okay, so this table has this relationship has been named as another table, which is actors in movies, and this is a movies table within our database, and this is actors table in our database. So I have to build a relationship because I have to choose title and I have to choose the category and I have to choose the actor names from here. And I have to build, so the two tables involved are the movie table and the actor table. And definitely they are both connected using the relationship table, which is actors in movies. So definitely, how do I connect these two tables? I've always told you, and let me remind you one more time. It's sheer trick of primary key and foreign key. So this primary key, that is movie ID, is there in this relationship table, and so also the primary key of actors, that is actor ID, is also there in the relationship table as foreign key. So you just have to merely say movie ID from movie table is equal to movie ID of the relationship table. So that relationship table, whatever name it is, you should properly write it, and actor ID in the actor table has to be equated to the actor ID in the relationship table. It's sheer equal to, I mean, this is what is how you build the relationship. So let me just take you back uh, to the Word document here. So what I'll do is copy this query for you. So I'll just paste it here. I'm so sorry, the network here is playing some trick. I'm trying to show you. Okay, let me just close this PowerPoint for you. So this is what it is. Let me just take you back here. Okay, I've already pasted the query here, wherein you can see that I have to build the relationship between the two tables. Okay, so how do I build the relationship? You can just see that I have to choose from actor table the name, the title, and the category. And which all tables are involved? There are basic two tables involved, actors and movie table, and along with it relationship table, that is actors in movies. And definitely I have given the aliases to it. And what do we check for? The first thing that we have to check is the category. You know, the category of the movies is family, and then again what do I have to do is I have to build the relationship. So I'll say movie ID in movie table is equal to movie ID in the relationship table, and the actor ID in actor table is equal to the relationship table ID. Okay. And what do I have to do is I have to select, and in that whatever is the list from that does not exist in that, what should not exist, where category is not equal to family should not exist. Okay, so that has been extracted out. So in this query, in the subquery, I am using the clause does not exist. Exist and not exist are again extra clauses that you can use to choose. So you just choose which are not the no, family category, which not is the category. See, can you see this? Not is wherein you are checking for it is not equal to, and you just surely run it. Invalid statement it is saying. Let me just check. Can you see? It was no problem with the query. I had placed my cursor on one of the statements and then I was trying to run. So that particular line it was trying to run and it gave me invalid statement. However, the query is correct. Now do we understand? Okay, till here I hope everybody has understood just building the relationship between the two tables, that is actors and movies. Okay, and what actors and movies is through the relationship table, that is actors in movies. Okay, actors in movies is the relationship table. So I hope you understand how to build the relationship. Now after that what has been written here is just to make it sure, because the query was only and only those people who have acted in only family category should be chosen. So if they have acted in any other category like any other entertainment or horror or any other category, then they should be extracted out. So how do we extract out? So first is we have chosen the family category people, and then we have said in that it does not exist a list wherein people have acted apart from the movie category, family category. So can you see not equal to family category? So we are looking at some people who have acted other than the family category and we are just deleting them. So this will be, supposingly this was giving you 10 rows output, then 5 of them have already worked in some other category also. Those 5 will be extracted out because of this subquery that has been written here in not exist. So that not exist people who have also worked in some other category will be deleted from those 10. So what will be the ultimate output? Only 5 people who have worked purely only in the family category will be displayed. So this is what Sridevi, English to English, family category. So she has worked in, so in our database, this is the only actor who has worked in family category. So this, with this we finish our term work number 3. So this was the last query. Other than these queries also you can try out simple queries for yourself. Now we will take up the term work number 4, which is based on views. Okay. So if you understand what is views is nothing but wherein it is views is nothing but a virtual table which is created. It is a temporary table. It does not exist in the database. It is just temporarily created. So if you want to have different columns of different tables put up in one table for the time being temporarily to be handled together for some purpose that you have, then that would be that can be surely done with the help of the views. So based on this particular database only, that is movies database, 4th term work is being taken up, which is based on views, but the database that is being used in that is the movie database. So I have already created the tables, filled up the data. So if you have already created the database, executed term work number 3, it should not take more time for you to execute the term work number 4. Okay, so let's take up term work number 4. So we have to, it is all based on views. Hope you have gone through my lectures or theory lectures of views and you have understood what is views. So here we go to create the different views. Okay, so the first query goes like this. It says create a view. I am reading out the query here. If you can just see, do you want me to increase the size of this? Here I can increase the size. So is this visible? Okay, so look at this. Create a view to display movie details which should contain title, category, names of the directors. Hope my pointer is visible to you. Okay, so title, category, names of directors and producers. Okay, so which all tables do you think are, then what has to be done on that view is being told here. So one query has been told, display the details of movies produced by particular producer. So this, once we create the view, we will execute this query on it. Okay, so don't bother about this at the moment. What has to be done is create a view. So what all has to be there in the view, they said, it has been listed out. There is title, there has to be title, there has to be category. Okay, names of directors and producers. So director name and producer name has to be there. So where all do you think these all things are? Definitely, which all are the tables involved? When you look at the the ER diagram, then we know where all it is involved. I'll just display you the this. So if you can just see. Okay, so you can see that you have the movie ID, movie title in the movies table. Then I want the producer name, which is going to be here. That is the production table, and then the director name will be in the director table. Okay, so we have to use which three tables? We definitely can see that we have to use the movies table, then we have to use the actors table, and then we have to use the producers table. So let me just point out to you. If you can just see, these are the things, couple of things, title and everything, category and everything, which is here, and the director name is in the director table, and the producer name is here, which is this. Okay, so there are three tables involved. Now these are the three tables involved. How to build the relationship? Now creating view, it has its own syntax. That is another thing that definitely has to be abided by. But then we know it is M is to N relationship. When it is M is to N relationship, we know this is another table. Directed by is another table, that is the relationship table between movie table and director table. So I have to build a relationship here. So I simply have to check for movie ID is equal to movie ID of movie table is equal to movie ID which is stored in relationship table, and relationship table director ID has to be equal to director ID in the director table. So you just merely have to equate the primary key and foreign key, and foreign key and primary key. So you just have to do that. And definitely here it is very simple. It is 1:n relationship, and its primary key is already placed here. Okay, so by just checking for that, I will be able to go for it. So let's see, go back to our term of number 4 here. So I will just paste the create view, okay, and then explain you once I have executed it. And definitely I should have no problem doing it. Why? Because you have understood that, or I have already told you that this particular view, the term work is dependent on the movie database, which is already created by us in term work number 3. So can you see the output here? It's very tiny, but I just sincerely hope that you are able to see this. Oh, is it? 1 second. I'm so sorry, all this is playing a little trick on me. This PowerPoint is creating some problem. It's not duplicating the screen. Okay. Okay, I surely executed. I just pasted it here and I have created the view. Okay, so can you see the output? I was asking whether you are able to see this output, that is view created. Hope this is visible to you. Okay, so view has been created. It will not show any other output. It will just say how does it tell you that the table has been created? Like that, it will tell you that the view has been created. Okay, so simply it will just show you that. So can you just read what is the create query here, or should I take you back to the Word so that it's more visible? It's a little bigger font here. So can we just look at the create view, the query? Now what does it say? The syntax simply goes like this: create view, because we are creating. How do you say create table, table name? Like that, create view, view name. So what is this? Movie details is the view name that you have given. So movie underscore details. Please never give it space. Movie space details can never be the name, because naming convention is always that it cannot have a space. So movie underscore details it is as, okay. And in the bracket, this is the syntax, you have to use the clause as, and then in the bracket you tell what query, simple select query has to be written, which will just simply select the different things that you want from the different tables and put it together in this particular view, which you have named it as movie details. Okay, so what query are we writing? I have already told you what all things do we want. We want the movie title, which is in the movie. So alias that I have given is M. Then I want the category, so M dot category. It is again in the movie table. Then you have producer name, so P dot producer. Producer is the name of the producer within my database. D dot name, that is the director name. As, and this, can you, what is this is, the name has been given a new column name. You can surely give this. Please pay attention to this. I might as well give this a name. I can simply write, if I want, I can simply write, you know, as producer name. So what will happen is, whatever has been selected from the producer table, this column, will be given a new column name, that is producer name. Okay, so new column name. Similarly, D dot name will be given a new name, that is director name. Okay, so this is what will happen. And from which table? From the table movie, which has been given name as alias as M. Then there is producer, which has been given alias as P, and then there is directors, okay, which has been given alias as D. And definitely between the movies and directors there is a you know, the relationship table, which is directed by table. It is an underscore here. I have that red mark I have not removed, so it is showing like this, but then otherwise it is, one second. I said ignore all, but it is just removed here. Okay, so directed by is another table, which is relationship table. Now what do you check? You check that in the movie table there is this foreign key, which is P house, okay, which is named a little differently from the other from the diagram. Okay, there I think I have given P name or something. Okay, so here it is the same as producer name. So 1:n relationship. This is the primary key in producer table, and this is the foreign key in movie table. And then again, this is another relationship. Sorry. Okay, let this be there. What I'll do is I'll just take this on one line for you to understand that this is one relationship that is being handled. The relationship between movies table and the director table, wherein the in between relationship table is the directed by table. So I have to check for two clauses. You know, so movie ID here is equal to the movie ID there, and director ID in one table is equal to director ID in the other table. So this is what I check, and it is executed here. So the table is ready. So our view is already ready. So I'll just clear this and try and execute. Now our next task is to try and execute. So before that, there is one query that we have to execute, but before that I'll just show you, you know, whether there is actually something extracted into the view. So can you just see here? Can you see? So view is a table which has title, which has category, and which has producer and director as the title given here, and the various things chosen from both the tables, three tables actually. Producer table had producer name, so that has come here. Director table had director name, so that has come here. and category had the category in the movies table, title was also in the movies table. So these two columns, first two columns are from movie table, producer is from producer table, and director is from director table. So what has actually happened is this is a temporary table created with these four columns extracted from different places. So this is the beauty of views. Okay, so let's now hereafter I can handle it like a simple table. So what do I have to do? Just treat it like a simple table, and what is the next query that I have to handle is I have to get the details, all the details of the producer, who is Ajay Devgan. So Ajay Devgan, related to Ajay Devgan, whatever are the details I have to extract. So from where? From the views only. I am talking about views. So on view I am supposed to execute this query. So can you see, select star from, okay, from which table? From the view table. So which is my view table? Can you see, movie details is my view name. Okay, what is the condition? Where producer is equal to, in the single quote, Ajay Devgan, because it is varchar. So definitely I have to choose the option as within single quote whatever data I am checking for. Now I'll just run this query. So can you see here the output? There are two, there is one title as Bhoot and then Singham, and horror movie, one is action movie, Ajay Devgan is the producer and directors are so and so. So this is what is our, the first query that has been executed on view. So one view we were able to create with the requirement that was given to us. So simply you have to create the view by saying create view and whatever is the view name. How you would say create table name, like that, create view name, and within the bracket whatever select query, simple select query or set of select queries, one main query and one sub query, whatever, select query and extract all the columns that you want to extract and put it in the view, and then handle the view as you would handle any other table. Okay, so now next view that we have to create is, look at this second view. Hope this is visible to you. Look at this, it is create view. Create view to list the actors along with the title of the movie. So list of actors is there, okay, and then I have to also choose the title of the movie in which they have acted. Okay, now this is a query based on that I have to execute, that we will see it later. But what view has to be created? Now you have to understand this. You have to understand what view has to be created. So you have to understand the requirement here. So look at this, I've just highlighted. What does it say? Create a view. Okay, a view has to be created. So think of a name now for it. Then list the actors. So I have to list the actors. Okay. So what do I have to select from that? So actor names maybe. Okay. So names. Where is it existing? Actor names is existing in which table? Actors table. Thereafter, what do I have to do is title of the movies. Title of the movies is in which table? It is in the movies table. So there are two tables involved, that is the movies table and the actors table. When movies table and actors table is involved, definitely there is a relationship table between it. Hope you know that there is a relationship. I will not take you back to the PowerPoint. It's some unfortunate day wherein my PowerPoint is giving some problems. So let me just not shuffle between these screens so that again time is wasted. So hope by now you are completely aware that there are two tables, actor table and the movie table. Between that is a relationship table which is named as actors in movies. Do we know this? Okay. So what do I have to do? I have to build a relationship between these two tables. Now to build a relationship between these two tables, we know that the primary key of both these base tables is existing as foreign key in the relationship table. So I just have to merely equate and check for them. And thereafter, what has to be selected also we have figured out. We have to select the name of the actors and the titles of the movie. So let's create the view. So we will analyze it and just then once only go to the particular site to execute it. Okay. So let me just select it. Okay, so can you please visualize this view query? It says create view name. So what is the view name that has been given? Actors underscore and underscore movies. Okay, actors and movies is the name given. As is the clause that compulsorily it is in the syntax. You have to use create table name. How you used to write? Simply create view name, but then one extra clause is as. And in the bracket I have to write, within the bracket I have to write the query. So what query I have to write? Select, okay, a dot name. A is the alias that is chosen for actors the table, and M is the alias chosen for the movies table. So what I have to choose is A, from A table, that is actors table, I just have to choose the name, okay. But I have named it, given a different name to it, okay, new name to it, and it will be titled as actor, okay. And then I have, from the movies table, what do I have to choose? From movies table I have to choose a title, but I have given it a name movies, okay. From which two tables? From movie table and actor table. Definitely there is this relationship table involved, and it has been given the alias as MA. Movies table is given alias as M, actors as A, and actors in movies as MA. Where what do? I just have to equate. Okay, what I have to equate? I just have to equate two things: movie ID both the places and actor ID both the places. Both the places as in relationship table and the base table. Relationship table and the base table. Okay, both twice I have to do for checking both the primary key, foreign key, primary key again, and foreign key. So this I have just copied it and I will paste it here. I'll just clear this. So can you see here the view is created. So this is where it says it is created. Now I can simply say, I'll clear this, actors and movies. So I can merely write select star from actors and movies. So I can surely run it and see whether it is actually created. Yes, it is already created, and with only two columns. One is actor name and what is the movie name. Okay, so this is the view created. Now, having done that, let's go to the query. So what is our query? It says display the actors involved in particular movie Mangal Pandey. So I have to just choose with who are the actors who are involved with the movie Mangal Pandey. So I just have to write a query. So the query that I will just have to equate it, movie equal to that. So select star from the view name where movie is equal to Mangal Pandey. So this is what I have to do. I'll just choose it. Clear this up for you, clear it. If you're using the same application, please see the tricks how I am doing it and execute accordingly. So can you see that in Mangal Pandey, Amir Khan, and in Mangal Pandey, Rani Mukherjee has worked. These are the two actors who have worked in the movie Mangal Pandey. So this is what is the second query execution, and the view name is actors and movies. So what is actors and movies? Actors and movies is not an actual table which exists in our database. It is just temporarily created. It will be created for the time being. Okay, which extracts different material from different tables, but we can handle it like a regular table. Other than the creation syntax, everything goes the same. One extra clause is there as, and then within it you have to have the select query which will just help you extract things from the different tables. So this is the second view created. So having done that, let's go to the next view, the third view, and it goes create a view to display the actors who are also producer and director. Display the actor who are neither producer nor director. This is a query. So let me just concentrate on the view. Okay. So let us just create a view first. So what does it say? Okay. So it really reads, create a view to display actors who are also producers and directors. Okay, so what do I have to do? I have to display the details of the actors. So maybe I'll just display the name, or maybe if it is very small the output, I might as well decide to display the ID of the actor. So it is okay if you decide to just display the name or ID and actor name both. So however, because nothing has been specified, display the actors. Okay, so ID and name. So in my query it is ID and name, from which who are also are producer and director. So they have to be producer and director. Okay, so what do you have to do? You have to take the actor name and you just have to check whether it is the same as director name, and within the producer name, actor name is equal to producer name. You just have to check that relationship is there between the movie table and the director table, movie table and producer table. Between these three tables there is relationship. Okay, so what do you have to do? Actor table, whether is equal to the director, in the actor table, the name of the actor, whether it is equal to the director name within the director table, and actor name from the actor table, whether it is equal to the producer name. So I just have to do that. Okay. So let's see how do we do it. So let's take this query here and select it. Okay, so here we go. We'll just clear this up for us. So please look carefully and try and execute. So this is my view created. So can you see the output here? It says view created. Okay, it really says view created. Okay, so look at how it is created. My view is the name of my view is actor pro director. Okay, that means actor, producer, director. Okay, that is what is the short form of it as. And there is a query. What all do I have to select? I just have to select the actor ID, actor name. Okay, and that name has been given the title as, actor. New column title has been given as actor. Okay, otherwise if you don't give as actor the new column name, it will use the default name. Whatever was the original name in the base table, it will just take that. Just for clarity, or just for for your understanding, you need to give this. This is not compulsory. Okay, so this is not compulsory. You might not give it a new name. If you don't give it a new name, it will just take the default name which is there in the base table. Now from which all tables are you extracting all this material? You are extracting material out of the actors table, directors table and producer table. They have been given aliases as A and D and P respectively. Okay. Then what do I have to check? I just have to merely say that A dot name, that is actor name, is equal to director name. Okay, D dot name, and then director name is equal to producer name. Okay, so I just have to check this. So with wherever actor is the same as director is the same as producer will be chosen out. Only those people, okay, will be chosen out. So my view is already created. That means my temporary table is ready. Now let's see what query I have to execute on it. It says display the actors who are neither producer nor director and involved in more than one movies. Okay, so I have to select only those who are neither director nor producer. Okay, so here we go. What do we do is, okay, let's select it first and go there and execute, and then maybe we will just try and analyze it. this is what is my query. Now what was our view all about? View was all about all those people who are actors, are also directors, are also producers. Now what does my query ask you is, tell who all people are neither actor nor director nor producer. Okay, let me just confirm, 1 second. Yes, neither producer nor director and involved in more than one movies. Okay, so this is what has to be done. So what do I have to do is choose from the actor table or from the the view and group by all this, minus what do I have to do is actors and movies was, yes, sorry, actors and movies was another view that was created which had all of them there, right? So what do I, who are neither actor nor producer, who are all there. So what do I have to do is I have to just choose them, and minus what I have to do is what view I have just now created which has all of them who are actor plus director plus producer have to be subtracted. Okay, let me take you back, then you will maybe be able to understand here. Okay. So look at this. This is another view that we had created, actors in movies. Okay. So what we had created for those actors whose title and their movie title was also selected, and it was put in one view. So create a view of list of actors along with title of the movie in which they have acted. So this has a list of all those actors who have acted in movies. Okay, so this is the entire list. Now, and on top of it, now what view we have created is actor, producer, director. That means this is the view which has people who are actors plus producers plus directors. So what am I doing is, from this particular view, that is actor and movies, the view which has all the actors in it, I will group them by actor and see whose count is greater than 1. Okay, and from there I will just subtract those people who are all, like they are actor, producer and director. Why? Because the query says, apart from the people who are actor, producer, director, all of them, I want other people. And other people in that also clause is that their count should be greater than 1. So I am just choosing that count. I just have to see where the count is greater than 1. I have to only choose those people. So I will just extract those people, check whether they are greater than 1, and that is available in the previous view that we created, that is actors and movies, and I will subtract from that, minus is the clause here. 1 second, I'll just put my cursor here. Okay, so this is minus the clause which will subtract. What it will subtract? Subtract all those people who are there in this recent view now, that is actor, producer, director, who are all of them. They are actor, they are producer, they are director. So I will have, except for these people, all the other people who have count greater than 1. So this is what is my query, and it has already been executed. You can see the output here. It is already showing there is Ajay Devgan and Kajal Agarwal, who are the people who have who are just actors, who are not all of them actors, producers, directors, and whose count is greater than 1, having greater than 1 movie acted. Okay, so this was our third view. So along with the query we have done. I think there are, yes, there are only three views that had to be created in this particular term work. So this was term work number 4, which we had to complete. I hope you people have understood this, and This is it. I mean, hope to see you in our next lectures, wherein I will take up term work number 5. Thank you. Take care. Good morning, students. Let's take up term work number 5 today. That is about joins. Okay. So we have talked about joins. Joins is nothing but wherein you join two different tables together, and there are different ways of doing it. As you can see in term work number 5, we just have to demonstrate. No problem definition has been given. We can take up any table or do it on our previous tables also is fine. However, I have taken simple tables for you to understand. Now you have to demonstrate about natural joins, inner join, outer join, which is again of 3 types. I'll just maximize the size for you. There are the outer joins which are of 3 types, that is left outer join, right outer join and full outer join. Okay, so we have to take up these. So I have pasted already to create commands for 2 different tables. Okay, so there is one countries table, one states table. I will read it out for you. However, I will paste it here and run it. Okay, both the tables have been created. If you can see the output here. Okay, what are these 2 tables? One table is about create command about, I'll just paste it like this. There is ID command, okay, and then there is name command, name column. So country ID, country name, okay. Then I have another table which is states table, which has again ID, okay. So depending on ID of the country, the state will be given, okay. So this is what is our table. So once I insert the columns, I have created just 2 simple tables, and now what I'll do is I will just paste the insert commands. Then you will be able to judge as to what these tables are actually intending to store. So these insert commands are for both the tables. You can pause my lecture and just have a proper look at the insert commands. If you feel it's going a little fast, just pause the video for some time and just have a good look at what data I am inserting. So these are the insert commands for both the tables. So you can see 4 of the commands are for, these 4 commands are for the So here 4 commands are for the countries table, and these couple of commands are for the states table. So I will just run them. So all rows have been inserted. Okay. So what I'll do is select the queries for you, select the tables for you, and I'll show select. So it shows select star from countries. So see here. So it says the ID is 1, name of the country is India, ID is 2, name of the country is US, ID is 3, country is UK, 4 is Australia. Okay. So I'll change the query here, I'll manipulate the same thing, and I'll show you the other table where I have inserted the table. Okay, that is states table. I'll just try and run it. So can you see? One ID which was for India has Mumbai as the state, 1 as the state, as Delhi the state, one as the country ID which has Calcutta the state, 2 which was for US has New York the state, 2 which was for US New Jersey the state, and then you can see 6 and 7 were not there in countries list, but I have something extra. 6 and 7 is which is Karachi and Tokyo. So these are something extra. So we can see that some of the IDs which were existing in our countries table, that is apart from 1 and 2, that is 3 and 4 are not existing in this table, and the IDs which are 6 and 7 are not existing in countries table, which are existing in the states table here. So you can you see this? These two are existing, but they are not there in countries table. So this is something that you have to purposely do. This is done on purpose. Why? Because this will again give you a very clear view of how the joins work. Okay. So what do I have to do is, now I will just run the first query, that is the natural join. Natural join simply extracts, joins the two tables using a common column. So which is the common column between the two tables? There is ID column, right? ID, country ID. So country ID is there in the countries table, country ID is there in the states table. So merely when I write this, sorry, that has pasted the previous one only. So let me go back, select this, paste it. So what when I say select star from countries, natural join states. So select star from which two tables? Countries. And what do I say after countries? Make natural join with which other table, that is states table. So countries table is going to have a natural join with states table. Let's execute this, then you will understand. It will surely via the across the ID, it will just join the two tables. So when I join the two tables, what you would know, that 1 and 2 were the queries which is there in the states table, and for 6 and 7 which were Tokyo and Karachi, which was there in states table, there was no entry in the ID the countries table. And how similarly in the countries table there was 3 and 4 UK and something else which was not there in states table. So those all have been eliminated, or they have been ignored, and only where common ID is there, 1 and 2, where both the entries are there, from both the tables it has just joined. I didn't mention what to, I just said select star. So it has, so ID will not be repeated. ID was a common thing between them, but ID will not be repeated. But name and state will be put up, like whichever other columns. I have only two columns here, but if you have couple of more columns, all of them will be joined across using the common this. So this is what is natural join. Okay. So let's take up the next one, which says inner join. So inner join will have only the common ones, common ones. So can you see inner join? So what has been done, and you have to mention, when you are mentioning the inner join, the syntax goes simply like this. There you didn't have to mention. It will do it across the common this. But then when you are doing it, the inner join, you have to mention across which column you want to equate the two tables. So countries has been given the alias as C6. Can you see? Sorry, C. Can you see here? Has been given the alias as C, and similarly inner join, the other table has been given the alias as S. So I am saying C dot ID is equal to S dot ID. On is the clause that you have to use to equate the two columns, because it's ID only both the sides, so it will be confusion if I write ID equal to ID, which ID is equal to which ID. So C dot ID is equal to S dot ID. C is countries and S is states. Okay. So when I do that, this will be the output. Okay. So here it joins across the common data between the two tables. Whichever is common, only those will be extracted. Okay. So this is what is the inner join. This is known as inner join. Now let's take up the left outer join. So I'll just clear this for you. Left outer join will take up only data from the left table. Okay, even whatever is common from the left table to the right table, that will be extracted from the right table, and wherever there are no entries. For example, if you can just see here, for Australia and UK, which was 4 and 3, which was there in the first table, but no entries were there in the second table, but however it will be extracted with null values. Okay, this is left outer join. Okay, so whichever is there in the first set will be taken up. Similarly, when I say right outer join, it will be the second table